Hey everyone, this is future me. After I just got done editing this video you're about to watch. First off, I wanted to thank you if you're about to watch this, if you're coming from Reddit, because the support I got there has been amazing. But also, I wanted to point out that at this stage, the initial build for the table is actually being completed. So the videos you're about to see are a couple weeks old. It just took me forever to actually sit down and record and edit them. So yeah, video number two should be up probably along with this one. And that's gonna get you more insight into the actual build, the design, and the table and some gameplay as well. But yeah, if you're interested in just seeing the project presentation, please do watch this video. Thank you.
I fell in love with pinball a couple years back. I'm a 90s kid, so pinball was a thing growing up. Just since this is Argentina, maybe arcades were just everywhere and pinballs were potentially more expensive, so it wasn't like the main thing that we saw or played as kids. But it's definitely there. I suppose the first thing that I remember like being hooked on was the Space Cadet pinball on Windows. I was just addicted to that thing. I didn't understand how to play it, not at all, but I was just addicted to it. Not only as a young kid, but I was as a young adult. Before internet was available everywhere, I had a job where I had to sit in front of a computer for hours and wait for people to walk in, and we didn't have internet, so I would play Space Cadet for hours and hours in between customers. That's when I actually kind of started understanding that there's stuff that you're supposed to do in pinball. But this is not a personal story about me and my influences in pinball, but a project that I want to bring hopefully to the community. I have high hopes for it in the sense that I hope that this can inspire some people to maybe give it a go on their own. So this video is going to be the presentation for that project. And I'm sure I'm probably not the first one to do it, but I didn't want to do too much research into what other people have built, because I wanted this to be my own thing out of my own brain. And of course I've picked up ideas and from here and there and real tables and other do yourself builds, right? And so it's not like it's just all in a vacuum, but I didn't want to go too deep into, oh, this is how other people do it, because I wanted to come up with my own solutions, my own ways, and that's kind of like half the fun of this project. But I wanted this also to be an inspiration to bring a, apologize for the barking dogs and kids in the background. This is my backyard, so, and it's a nice day out, so everybody's pretty much like walking around. So I wanted this to be an inspiration to hopefully some of you in the community that maybe don't want to go the route of a fully actual pinball, homebrew pinball machine with solenoids and wiring and a whole crazy amount of stuff, but also not just a wooden pinball with a few nails and just throw a ball and watch it bounce around and hit it with a flipper and just watch it bounce around with no logic behind it, no real game, no scoring, no none of that. So this project is intended to exist in that middle ground. All right, so let's actually talk about the actual project, right? The scope for what I want to do. Like I mentioned, this is not going to be a fully fleshed out homebrew pinball machine with kickers, bumpers, and solenoids and all that fun stuff that makes pinball so engaging, because I don't have the expertise, the knowledge, the tools, or even probably not even smart enough to just do it like that. But there's a fly. But what I wanted to do is build a wooden pinball playfield, all mechanical, 100% mechanical as far as the flipper mechanism, which I'm working on, a multi-ball mechanism, or mech if you want to call it that in this scenario, but that I'm also working on. I have somewhat of a design. Apologize for the noise in the background. My dog decided to eat and drink just now. So it's going to be fully mechanical as far as that. But I am going to use a little bit of electronics, just a little bit, for some very basic LED lights, sensors. We're going to give him a minute. He really likes his water. You done? And he's back to eating. Okay, so as I was saying, some very basic LED lights, just to indicate this very specific shots. A few sensors, which we'll go over which sensors I use once I've actually tested them and see which ones properly detect the ball going through. But everything's going to be as minimal as possible. All I need is enough to detect the ball, doing certain things, going through certain places, to then use AI. Yes, I'm going to use AI because I don't know how to code. So I apologize for any purists, but I really don't know how to code. It's the tool that I have at my disposal. But I'm going to vibe code the game logic. I know what I want the game modes to be. I know what type of stuff gives you multipliers, what type of stuff is going to make the boss battles easier and such. So I'm just going to run that through probably Claude or something. Yeah, hopefully code that in. That should give me a fully mechanical play field that doesn't have anything that can, well, it'll break. I'm sure it'll break, but nothing major. It's not the same thing to repair like maybe a broken axle for a mechanical flipper than a solenoid, clearly. And but enough inputs that I can have a game logic and I can play that. So the idea is that those sensors are going to feed into software that's going to read and give me a DMD. I could just put my laptop, or even connect my laptop to I don't know, like a 32-inch TV, as if it was a virtual pinball, and run a DMD directly through the inputs of the table back and forth, right? Because I need data to go to the software and say, hey, multi-ball started, but at the same time, I need something to come back and turn off the LED light, or hopefully I'll love to have an LED strip around it that I can also say, hey, this mode started, flash your lights red and blue and whatever. So that's the goal of this project, is to create the closest thing that I can to a real pinball machine without going super crazy with all the complex electronic and mechanical features that a real pinball has. Is it going to be a real pinball? It's not. It's not. It's not going to have bumpers. It'd be amazing to have bumpers. Bumpers are so much fun. But I'm not going to use solenoids. I'm not going to wire that. I don't know how to build that. So it's just, I don't want to get into that, because if I put out a bumper, I'm going to have 3. And then if I do 3, why wouldn't I just have the flippers be solenoids, and then you just have a homebrew machine, fully fleshed out pinball? So I'm not going to go that route. I want to keep it as simple as possible. And I want to make it so, like I said at the beginning, hopefully inspires some of you, and I'm sure there's way smarter people than me out there is going to come up with better solutions than I'm going to come up with. But yeah, hopefully this goes well, and I have a somewhat of a pinball machine of my own.
So when I had the idea to actually go for this, I was like, well, just full of self-doubt, right? I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to build this. How am I going to do this? And because I'm pretty obsessive, and I got the idea that I wanted to do a mock-up, and I kind of wanted to just give it a go, which is this whole thing is just me giving it a go. I started looking for the first thing that was round that could go for a pinball, a small pinball, right, in my house. I had nothing, but I did have a mint, just this one right here, which is not very spherical, as you can tell, but it was enough to build this. This is by no means the actual design that this project's going to have. This was just me messing around. This was just me saying, hey, can I kind of make this work? Can I kind of build this? And this is not leveled. I should have like something on the back so this could actually like go around and do its whole thing. But so this has this as flippers, which is absolutely manual, not even mechanical. Just I have to move these by hand. A couple rubber bands, of course, as the slingshots. Not the greatest rubber bands. Some a little bit of rubber here as well to make the. Oh, I lost a little ball. Okay, I lost the mint. But it makes it bounce off of these nicely. Some nails. So it's very whatever I could find. So this is one shot, and the other half is here. Imagine these are targets. You know. This is where we launched the little ball for. A couple rams. I figured out that this ram should have probably like gone this way, right? That would make more sense, and I could feed
through this loop up here, maybe. I don't know. I was just messing around, trying to get this to be fun, and it was honestly like super fun. It ended up 6 shots, which is a crazy amount. So we have like one loop here, it goes all the way here, and I'll put a screenshot of the actual shot design. There's another tiny loop just hidden just below that ramp over there, which is really fun to hit. It's really super tight shot, but when you hit it, it's super fun because the little thing goes super fast through here. And that's why I added like this post here, because it tended to just go straight into the drain, which is also part of this whole fun thing. Like, just start testing the table and you see what you need to add to make it more fun. Because sure, it was like, hey, it goes through the loop, but it would drain every time. So I noticed it was hitting here all the time. So I put this post, and now it bounces back, goes somewhere else. This here is actually missing a rubber band because I used it for something else. I used it to test out the potential multi-ball on the new fully fleshed out build. I totally lost that, man. Okay, it's stuck. Never mind it. So we have one loop, 2 loops behind it, 1 ramp, 2 ramps. We have this little, I guess this could count for 1 or 2 shots, whatever you want to see it, but it goes through here very, very fast, and it feeds back into the flippers again. So it's super fun. And then the launch just goes, hits right there, a bump over there, falls through here, and it just fits the center. It's very simple. It's very dumb, but it proved to be fun. It was fun. It was fun to build it. It was fun to play it, even if super fast with a little ball. I'll see if I put up a video of this at some point. But I did this, and I was like, you know what? I'm so doing this for real. I want to build this. I want to do it. So to end this video, which is the first time I've actually produced something for YouTube. Like, I'm not even sure why I'm doing this, but just give it a go. I'll let you know how it goes. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm looking at myself on the screen, not the camera. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to see how it goes, how it turns out. So next video, we'll go over theme, the sign, and hopefully start building those shots, a mock-up of those shots, to see if they work. This time with a real pinball. Thank you.